Hello, my name is James. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Episode 3 of Superman and Lois begins with Lois painting the walls, as the family debate over what colors to pick. Eventually this leads to an impromptu paint fight. Laughter rings out as the family share a lovely moment, which is interrupted by Clark sensing something big about to go down. Clark charges off to Pingtang Bridge in China, working hard to stop a suspension bridge from collapsing. As a large chunk begins to fall, Superman holds it up and saves the day. At school, Jordan speaks to Sarah about her absence. He tries to ask whether she wants to hang out, but Sarah suddenly interrupts him and heads off to see Sean. Jonathan teases "Hi brother," leading to Jordan looking glumly down the hallway. Unfortunately, Sean confronts Jordan and holds him up against the lockers. Jordan struggles to control his powers, which immediately brings Clark show up to save his son. Jordan realizes that he's spying on them, which immediately causes both kids to lash out and confront their father after school. Meanwhile, Lois receives a visit from a woman called Sharon Powell who talks about Morgan Edge, demanding they be taken down. As we soon learn, her son Derek has gone missing and she even has a voicemail from him, the last message she received. He claims that the opportunity he has isn't anything like he expected. Lois thinks this could be their big break, while Chrissy Beppo is not so sure. Well, that evening things take a turn for the worst when Lois' car winds up on fire. It's clearly an arson attack and Lois thinks it may be connected to Morgan Edge. At the same time though, she begins to doubt herself, especially given the lack of evidence. At school, Sean and Sarah break up. Jordan overhears, but he's immediately knocked to the ground, told to remember his place. Sarah next quits her position on the cheerleading team, while Jordan decides to join the football team in a bid to prove himself. Jordan promises his brother he won't use his powers, and admits he's doing this to hit back against Sean and the bullies. Well, that eventually sees Jordan overshadow Jonathan on the field, who winds up taking his brother's place. This conflict blows up that evening as Jordan shows how selfish he is. Jonathan tells his brother to quit, but he refuses to do so, deciding to teach his teammates a lesson by abusing his power. Jonathan worries that Clark will find out, but Jordan brushes those concerns aside. Well, Clark does eventually find out through the grapevine, as Lana mentions to Clark in casual conversation that Jordan is impressing at football practice. Jordan immediately knocks Sean down to the ground, eventually helping him back up and gaining his respect. Watching from afar though happens to be Clark, who confronts his son at home. Things blow over into a big fight, which eventually leads to Jonathan, of all people, sticking up for his brother and claiming football may actually be a good thing for him. That evening, Lois heads off to meet Sharon at her motel. Only, the place is eerily quiet. Even worse, that thug we saw earlier in the episode blindsides Lois and knocks her down. Thankfully she has Clark on speed dial, who shows up and goes toe-to-toe with this man. Only, he's clearly more than a man as he manages to actually knock out Clark. At least temporarily anyway. Eventually the two fight, with Superman inevitably winning the fight. Meanwhile, Lana heads in to speak to Sarah, telling her she can talk about the breakup if she needs to. Sarah admits she felt trapped, and the two connect over shared feelings. Lana claims she feels the same way and eventually embraces her daughter, telling her she loves her. The following day Clark shows Jordan his old baseball stash. Jordan admits that he likes football and these past few days he's felt a wave of euphoria from getting involved. Jordan promises to keep his powers under control, leading to things looking up for Jordan. At school, Jordan even starts to connect with Sarah, as the two grow closer together. At the same time, Chrissy apologizes to Lois for doubting her and shows a large clipboard full of pictures and newspaper clippings up on the wall. Why is someone with powers after Morgan Edge? She asks, as we cut across to a woman with laser eyes taking out our superpowered foe of the week.